Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with, in case you missed it, a little chat about Bernard Herrmann's film score to The Day the Earth Stood Still. Now, some of you suggested that this should have been the only one selection, if we could choose only one, by Bernard Herrmann, and I really understand why, because it's an absolutely amazing piece of scoring. It really was sort of, the invention of that creepy, spooky, sci-fi, alien sound world. Everything before that was kind of like horror movie music. But this is, it's scary, don't get me wrong, but it's also so out there and otherish. Parts of it were actually used as the pilot for Lost in Space and some other things. You may recognize some bits of it, but it is just an amazing piece of writing. Scored is typical for Bernard Herrmann for a really strange assortment of instruments, including a lot of electronic ones, which is what gives the piece some of its fascination. This is the re-recording conducted by Joel McNeely, really well conducted. Here is the ensemble. I just want you to see that on Varèse Sarabande, as usual with these things, these productions. And, if you can guess what's in there, I'll tell you. I want to tell you it's an incredible thing. So it consists of, wait a minute, the ensemble is here. 2 theremins, apparently, 3 trumpets, 3 trombones, a bass trombone, 4 tubas, because, why not? 4 tubas, 5 percussionists playing all kinds of interesting things, 2 harps, 2 pianos, celesta, 2 Hammond organs, an Allen organ, a church organ type thing, an organ or 3 organs. It's insane, right? There's also a reed organ in here at some point, and then electric guitar, electric violin, electric cello, electric bass, 1 horn, and we have a picture of Celia Sheen playing the theremin. I have a theremin somewhere in the closet, but it's wherever, your theremin always goes in the closet and never comes out. It sort of freaked out at one point. Every time you walked past it, it went, wah! So I had to stuff it away. Anyway, you know the story, right? Of The Day the Earth Stood Still. This alien visitor comes to Earth, and Earth behaves very, very badly, and he has a robot. The robot's name is Gorp or something like that. I like the music so much I forget about the story. Wait a minute, let me tell you what his name is. Here he is. Oh, there we go. Gort. Gort is the and it's kind of like is the robot. It's kind of like that other story about the little alien visitor who meets the nice Earth woman. I forget what that one was called, but he meets a nice sort of lady with a son, and she saves him in various ways. And at the end of the whole thing, he basically tells the people of Earth that they got to stop making war and behaving like morons, because the rest of the universe has decided to put its fate in the hands of perfectly impartial, non-judgmental robots like Gorp or Gort or whatever its name is, and if Earth doesn't behave and knuckle under, it's going to be utterly destroyed. And he gets in his ship and he goes away. And it's all very moralizing. And some people think that the movie is kind of inferior because of that, because it has such a political message. But who cares? Because the music is so great. Oh, it's amazing. The guy's name is Klaatu, I believe, with 2 A's. If you spelled it with 1, I guess it would be Claytu, so it's Klaatu. Doesn't matter. So anyway, this score is phenomenal. What it really reveals about Herrmann is his unbelievable ability to capture the mood or atmosphere of something just through a couple of simple chords and timbre, through sound, sheer sound. Musicology, particularly, is completely helpless in describing the power of sound as a musical object, as something that can be used to create musical form. The great composers know about it and do it all the time, and Herrmann was one of those. They exploit sound or timbre, but nobody gives it any value. And one of the problems with a score like this, quite frankly, is that it consists of teeny, teeny, tiny little sniglets. I mean, most of the tracks are less than 2 minutes long. They're a few seconds quite often. They run together rather successfully, but Herrmann has such consistency of sound, of timbre, of harmonic process, of working with small motives that you don't really, it doesn't bother you that it's all happening in small little bits. It all just somehow holds together. And it really is remarkable how he does it. And boy, is this fun. I mean, especially in really great sound, which this has, because it needed a new recording. It needed to sound fabulous, but it was very hard to figure out exactly how to recreate the sound of the original score, because Herrmann used electronic instruments, and things have changed quite a bit since the 50s in the world of electronic instruments. But somehow he did it, and Joel McNeely and the producers here have recreated it absolutely splendidly. The sonics are amazing. It will blow your speakers away. It will make you have chills running up and down your spine. Oh, it's just great. And if you care about film music, or really good 20th century music more generally, I might add, then The Day the Earth Stood Still by Bernard Herrmann is one of your essential acquisitions, I assure you. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me, and take care.